Okay. Hello and welcome to today's Rogue Gateway Rotary meeting. It is Thursday, May 21st, and we're going to start off with the pledge. So I think we're making it start with the pledge. If I don't see Cindy Rondell there. Who is it? Rondell? Now I don't see it there. So let's head out. We can do this all by ourselves, and I've dressed for the occasion. So here we go. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And for all we say and do, this one might be a little harder. I'm going to be counting on you. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and benefits? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Not bad for not having it written up there for me. Okay, so Don, coming up, he is here to do our inspiration. We appreciate Don and his inspiration. Come on, it's inspiration. Don Jones? How about you? Oh, yeah. Searching, I know. I always start these meetings on time. We've got a lot on our plate today, which is all good. Lots of people here today. Oh, t-shirts. Oh, well, closer is it? Yeah, I'll keep the mic. I know what that means. Yeah, I'll get there to the announcements. We do have that coming up, but I guess John is our inspiration today. Yes. Got the mic. Gotta eat it today, folks. Got the mic. I'm here to inspire. I'm the inspirator.
Things are good when you're happy, but they're much better when others are happy because of you. And now here's a big one. Ask yourself, what does your partner need? Think about it. What does your partner need?
Very good. All the time. Okay, 50 cards. Do we have more? 50 cards back there. We have 9. Is that what I see? 9 cards. So dig in your pockets if you haven't bought your 50 cards today. We do have some people here joining us. I see some faces that I haven't seen for a while. Chris is here. Walker. Nice to see him. And Patty's other half, I don't know his name, is here. So that's great. We also have, I think, and we have, of course, Lisa is going to introduce our speaker much later, but we'll let her give a little in.
Okay, today it is my pleasure to introduce our May Student Service Above Self Award winner. That's Nathan Green, and that's the principal, Josh Walker, and that's his mom and dad.
Welcome, Eric and mom and dad. We appreciate that. And then I think today I saw what's going on with Mike, but I think we're going to have to eat it. Really get it in there and feel it on my lips. So cards left. All right. There was a signal back there that we've got t-shirts still available for Porch Fest if you haven't gotten yours yet. Other announcements. I did hear from Rob Brandis. He sent a wonderful email thanking all those people who helped with the track meet. And this is something for us at Porch Fest I think is really important. He said their ticket sales were so much easier this year because they used technology and they were actually able, they raised, I think, I don't know close to the numbers, but I can tell you the gate, they raised $7,000, which I believe was a record E-pay went from about $700 to $2,360. Doesn't change the total gate, but much easier and faster. So those of us, as we go into Porch Fest, we need to use that QR code to make it easier to donate. So just wanted to pass along how impressed and how well it went, and he wanted to make sure John Salisbury, I said Debbie was there, all of you who were there that day, thank you for that help. Let's see, James Dunn is still not here. I'm carrying around his Paul Harris award, so if he's still in town, he's got to come to a meeting if he wants it. I'll take it. Sure, we can auction it off for a pretty good price. All right, so any other, I'm gonna announce that we have a board meeting coming up this coming Wednesday. I will send the board meeting agenda out in the past minutes in the next day or two. So Wednesday, it is at All Care Boardroom. And I'm going to ask that you try to be there. Last time we had it, it was like a nightmare if you were trying to get on Zoom. So we are going to really ask for all people to try to be there. That's 5:30 at the All Care. Anybody on the board and any other red badgers who would like to move up and become a blue badge, that attending a board meeting is one of those steps, and we will welcome you. So right now I have another announcement.
It's going around right now. This is the clipboard for signing up to do one of the 4 jobs that we have: greeter inspiration, sergeant at arms, and whatever the other one is, pledge. What? So anyway, if you are so inclined, and I hope you all are, there we go.
All right, thank you. And I brought this, I went to the conference last weekend and Steve was there. Anyway, I had a great time for the time that I was there, and I was so impressed that they loved our Walk for Peace. And of course, they had a speaker who was talking about peace and all that. So this was our board they put up, because I had sent some pictures. And so this is the board. Of course, it's the worst picture I think I've ever taken in my life, but that's okay. It shows the student above self, our vocational awards, and of course the Grants Pass Walk for Peace. And on every table at the dinner, when we had this peace speaker, they had one of those little Walk for Peace signs in amongst the flowers. So I told Jeannie how impressed Rotary was with that idea. So I was very proud to be from our club. All right, next up, Brenda.
I have a shameful announcement. I think most of you know how important my land has been and how much I've loved sharing it and results from it. Anyway, about 7 months ago, we decided that I wanted to create an opportunity for the land to be part of the community, so that it can go on in perpetuity when I go. So we thought that my 85th birthday would be a good time to launch it. And that's going to be a Sunday. So lots of advance notice to everybody. And it's in the middle of the Memorial Day weekend. So I know many people can't go, but I do have some of these invitations, which if you decide you want to support this, there's a little barcode on the bottom that you can donate. So I have these cards. I'll put one on each table so that you can see what it's all about. And if you're interested, I'll give you one. Thank you.
All right, and so I'm going to have Lisa Looney come up now and introduce our service above South. I'll give you a few minutes to finish chewing your bite. Sorry, Lisa. Downside this. You really do have to hold this very, very close.
All right, good afternoon. And today we're here to honor our May Student Service Above Self Award winner from New Hope Christian School. And I'll introduce Josh Walker, the principal, and he'll introduce Nathan.
First, thank you so much for having us. This is always enjoyable every year when we get invited. It's good food and good company, so that is amazing. Nathan Grimm. Nathan has been going to New Hope actually since he was a kindergartner, well, first grade, but he is our longest running student at New Hope. He's graduating this year. He's graduating with the 4.0. He is our salutatorian at the graduation this year. He is an amazing athlete. He is first team all Skyline and was honorable mention all state in basketball. But the thing that is really great about Nathan is his wonderful personality, and the way that he loves to serve. And that's why he's here today. Nathan always takes any and every opportunity he gets it from his mom. His mom is a servant at heart, and so is Nathan. He takes every opportunity to get his hands dirty, help when he can. He does that both in organized types of ways, and then is always just willing to lend a hand. And so I'll let Nathan come up and talk a little bit more.
Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for letting me join you guys. I'd like to start off by thanking the Grants Pass Rotary Club for choosing me to receive the service above self-award. It is an honor to be here with you guys, an organization that does so much for our community. I'm incredibly grateful. So helping out at school and community events has always been something I genuinely enjoy, whether helping out at school events or simply showing up where I was needed. It never really felt like an obligation to me. A big reason that I always like to stay involved is simply because of the connections you bring with your friendships and making memories and being a part of something bigger than myself. It makes every experience meaningful. I have learned many valuable life lessons that only firsthand experiences can teach. Volunteering has taught me responsibility, teamwork, communication, and leadership. It has also taught me that even small acts of service can have a positive impact on other people in the community as a whole. While I'm grateful for the lessons that serving has taught me, I realize that I'm nowhere close to learning everything. My time in high school has been filled with many unforgettable memories, but also challenges that helped shape the person that I am today. There were many late nights studying for a big test or a big final, but also the fun memories like spending an evening playing kickball with my friends or driving home from a basketball game. And all the memories and all the moments in between are moments I will always be grateful for. Looking back, I realized that some of the most meaningful parts of high school were not just the big ones, but the relationships, experiences, and opportunities to be involved. Another thing I've learned, and I'm still learning, is that true leadership comes from humility and putting others before yourself. The perfect example of this was Jesus. He showed love, compassion, humility, and selflessness in everything that he did. He always served others before himself. And his example reminds me that making a difference does not always come from recognition or achievements, but from how we treat others and care for others. This is something that I hope to continue striving towards in my own life each and every day. Receiving this award means so much to me, and it motivates me to keep working for making a positive impact wherever I go. Finally, I would like to recognize that I would not be here today without the support of my family, teachers, coaches, and friends. Their constant encouragement throughout the years has always been a blessing to me, always pushing me to be the best that I can and stay involved and always try to become a better person. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you from the Grants Pass Rotary Club for this incredible honor and for the positive impact you continue to make in our community. Thank you. What are you gonna do? Fire away.
What's your plan?
All right, so I plan to attend RCC in the fall. Yeah. I plan to do maybe 1 year, 2 years if I can make it work, and then I hope to transfer to OIT for a geomatics degree. So that's my plan at the moment.
Say that again.
Geomatics degree.
Surveying.
Yeah, for surveying. Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna say geomath, it has to do something with surveying.
Yeah.
Any other questions while we're here? Okay, well, go ahead, Lisa, let's give him all his treats and say, welcome to the world of Rotary. You're a Rotarian at heart, that is for darn sure.
Here's your name certificate that says who you are. And my name is Rotary.
Oh, yeah.
We have check for $825 for you.
Wow.
Your educational
Yes.
Okay, then we have some athletic things for you. And I said, I helmet. And then. Yeah. And then we have a bag of goodies. We have gift certificates, we have gift cards, we have all kinds of really cool stuff. And so that's for you. And congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you guys so
We're
much.
very happy.
And we are so proud of you, and yes, I do honestly say you are Rotarian at heart, and I hope as you go into your future, there's some Rotaract at the RCC. So yeah, so keep going, that's what we need to do, we just need to see you doing. You bet, you're so very welcome. Okay, and our next feeling with youth as well. So I just, that's one of my very favorite things is when we get to see these youthful and enjoy the youth that have come into our area. So I'm gonna have Jean come up and she's gonna introduce our. She's our, what is her exchange student that stayed with Jean, was kind of in charge, right? She spent some time with Bev and Doug as well. So, and she's just, it's been fun to follow her. I've watched her on her Facebook become a true equestrian, so that's been awesome. This is Suzanne Gouda, who's our exchange student from France this year. And we, like Doug and Bev and Chris, have had the honor of her living with us. And it really has been an honor. She's just wonderful. So I'm going to quit talking and let her tell you about her experience here.
Okay, hi everyone. Hello. Okay, so I'm almost at the end of my stand, which is a little bit sad. I'm living in a month and a half, maybe. Yeah. So yeah. I'm well. I have a lot of these questions, so I will answer now. I'm happy to go back and see my family and my everyone, so that's fun. But yeah, I'm a little bit really sad to quit everything, everyone, and yeah. But I will come back. It's okay. So okay. No. Get back there. What? Oh. Okay, this doesn't work with me. So first, what I expected, it was that. So having a lot of friends. Well, the football games, I guess that was the true things. Well, yeah, having a big group of friends and being in the big city. Well, Grand Pass is fun. So, and also, I thought, especially on the 2 first weeks, I thought it would be difficult the whole year. I will cry the whole year and miss my family, and my English would be difficult because I was bad. So, but actually, I think I'm better now. I think, yep. Okay, so my families. So this year I got 3 wonderful families. I started with Bev and Doug and Chris. That was really fun, and they helped me a lot the 3 first months because it was difficult. And so thank you so much, guys. And I got a second family. Well, it's difficult to well, you know Bev and Doug, you know Jean. My third family, they're on the 2 on the right, yeah, with 3 kids. So that was pretty spectacular and energetic. That was fun. That was cute, but it was energetic. And after that, I got my third family, Jean and Vince. They are wonderful, and they are much quiet than my second family. And my real family, they came a month ago, I think. And so that was fun. They meet everyone. And on this picture, well, this picture is that represent my whole family because there is the other Jean, Caroline, and they are like my fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh family. And so, yeah. Yeah, some fun fact, I think, well, I will try to be fast because I feel like I take my time. Okay, the first morning for each incident is the worst because you're like in a room you don't know, in a in a house you don't know, and you're like, when should I go downstairs and how do you say hi and what do you do? Like, it was so stressful, and I came downstairs and I saw Ben and I was sad, and so I started crying, and she was so sweet and so helpful, so that makes it a little bit easier. And I think 2 days after we went rafting, so that was kind of, well, it was fun, but it was scary. And so yeah, with my families, it was different than in France. The hours when we eat, so different. When you guys eat lunch. Well, here it's normal, but like I see sometimes Jean or Vince, they don't eat lunch. Doug or Bev, they just eat like some cheddar, and I'm like, is that enough? Like, I would be so hungry. But yeah, now I'm used to. And also something, the parties here are really different. You guys, your parties end at, I don't know, 11, 12 p.m. Our parties are until 6 a.m. So it's really different. But I think it's nice. Okay. Okay. My second family. Okay. I'm sorry guys, but I think I have, this family is my favorite. All of them. So that's all of my little brother and sisters, and I love them. Well, some didn't like me at the beginning, but now it's better, I think. Okay, school. So school, I got to see the football games. That was really fun. That was very different, but really fun. I went to prom. I have my best friend Ellen, who is in those 2 pictures. So I think I already talked about that, but the hours of school are really different, which is nice because I think I prefer ended school at 3 than 6 p.m. It's better. I think here the school that's really impressive because the teacher really care about students, and they're really helpful and really nice, and so I feel like it's really great and really supportive, and I don't see that much that in France. So also sports, well, I will talk about that after I got to join a wonderful team and a wonderful sport, so I was really happy. Also the outfit, it's different. A lot of people wear pajamas or sports clothes, and when they saw me like French exchange student coming with my scarf and my boots, and I was like, oh, okay, so that was fun. Okay, can someone tell me why your lockers are so difficult to open? I think I spent 3 months to understand how to open my locker in my sports room. Yeah. Okay. Two fun facts. I was a little bit disappointed that the captain of the football guy is playing football and the captain of the cheer girls are not together and in love like in movies. No. And another one, 2 days ago, on Tuesday, we asked one of the teachers to do the plagiarism in the microphone in the school. So I don't have the video, but that was fun. We got to say the whole thing, and that was kind of fun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So my team, the equestrian team. So that was really fun. So that's my whole team. That's my friend, and so well, I was not that good at the beginning because it's really fun jumping then turning around barrels so fast. But that was really fun, and I have a good, amazing relationship with my horse, who is sometimes a little bit difficult. Yeah, he has quite a personality. And with the drill team, the picture you can see on the left, we made states and we won states. So that was it was difficult a little bit for me at the beginning to make friends in the team because they were all like together, so friends and yeah. And it was during the states meet when I slept with all of the girls in the same house. We became really friends, and so I was really happy for that. And they are all coming on Friday to celebrate the boat Nick. So that's fun. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's my memories, like the big things I will never forget. Well, of course, my friends, my group of friends, and the prom. Oh, we had another prom with the equestrian team at States meet. We had the cowboy prom, so that was different with the boots, and that was fun. Okay, so yeah, my group of friends, prom. Of course, my best friend Ellen on the fourth picture. She's from Sweden, and so it was pretty easy because we were all supportive together, trying to, well, we understood everything together. Yeah. My horse CJ, well, even when he's not happy. Okay. In December, I went to Portland with Bev and Doug and Chris, and so that was so fun, and we had so much fun with Chris, and so yeah, that was fun. Sorry, I don't have that much vocabulary. Here it's the other exchange students, so we had a lot of weekends all together, and that was always so fun, and they always try to find ideas for us to be like all together and being friends. And we had the talent show, and I won the talent show with my voice. Yeah. And of course, TJ Maxx, love it because it's all cheap. And of course, the Rose, the Golden Eagle, perfect. And oh yeah, and with the Rotary, my little jacket, I love it. It's just like fun. I love it. And also my families, I will never forget them, and I love them, and I'm so glad. I'm almost done. Okay, so challenges. I need to read. I don't know what pictures is what. Okay, the language at the beginning was hard for me. I was bad. The homesick, I had a lot of homesick, especially the first months, I think. My mom was always like, go ask to do that, go ask. I don't want to be like bothering people, like I don't want them to think that I'm the citizen who is like always annoying. Okay, I wrote something, but I don't have the end of the sentence. So having a lot, what? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think I wanted to say like a lot of things in your head and be tired at the beginning because you have to talk another language, and that was kind of hard. And also, I'm always like trying to be like really happy. And if you see me crying, it's because I have something bad happen, really bad. So always trying to push myself to be smiling, and that was kind of hard because I got really tired, and well, now I swear I'm really happy. And a lot of emotions in the same time that I couldn't really understand because I missed my family, but in the same time I was like, rafting sounds fun, and okay, yeah, last one. And okay, the skills I learned, so independence, confidence, well, speak English, communication was a good one. Yeah, the appreciation of home, like being like, okay, my family is important. What we share and what's happening in my home are really important, and I think that we don't really know that when you are always with your family. I don't know if you know what I mean, but yes, social skills also being like part of a group and yeah, talk. Emotion resilience and control, adaptability, and knowing how spend my money in things I should not. I guess because every day is not really good. Okay. Well, I think I too much time. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to my families. They support me every day, and even when it's hard, it's not hard, I swear. And thank you. Well, she's not here, but Anne helped me a lot. Caroline, Jean, and also Anne for her voice, and she helped me a lot. And well, I will say to her another time when I will see her because she's not here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And there's no doubt that you will remember this for a long, long time. And thank you for being a part of our world. We have enjoyed watching you through this work this time as well. So you'll have to come back and visit. That's all there is to it. Come back to America. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our Kate Dwyer, who is our speaker today on the Ford Family Foundation. So she's here to talk a little bit about that. And because we're kind of in a time crunch, I'm just gonna do that. So well,
thank you. Nice to see you all, and I would really like to thank you guys for confirming and communicating with me. You have some friends who could use a little help with that. I am the executive director of the Four-Way Community Foundation, and you've seen me before, and I had a whole thing, but Dawn said, hey, can you do that? So we're gonna move through this pretty fast. Small things really add up. Contributions over time. At this point in time, Four Ways, thanks to all of you and all your help, our contributions to the Rogue Valley Humane Society have crossed the threshold of $550,000. Yeah. The Boys and Girls Clubs have received well over $600,000. And yeah. And Grants Pass School District, including the Performing Arts Center, has received over $860,000. And this year, together as a community, through the engine of change that is the Four-Way Community Foundation, we all together have given $517,146 this year to shared betterment in our community. And of that, 270,000 came from the Greater Josephine Community Fund. And I could tell you about 42 of these grants, including $9,000 for Brenda's Table Rock Foundation, but I'm going to tell you about 3. Kalmiopsis Community Arts High School serves kiddos for whom high school graduation is not only felt out of reach, it was the least of their problems. And with the highest poverty level of any Oregon charter school, KCA scoops up kiddos who have absorbed relentless messages of their own lack of worth, and then celebrates them for exactly who they are and teaches them to find their own passion and love of learning. Many of these students arrived at this school not knowing how to scramble an egg. 4-Way just gave KCA a kitchen where students learn to dream up menus, make meal plans, prepare new foods, find new ethnic foods they love, and feed each other, and find lifelong joy and competence in this essential skill. Josephine County VITA, that's just folks who are not afraid of numbers and forms and who give their time to get trained and then help their senior and low-income neighbors prepare their tax returns for free. 4-Way just gave them a $5,000 grant for computers and printers and a rolling cart to help those seniors get those supplies from the car to the library rooms where they work. This is the very first grant request they have ever made of anyone, and 4-Way responded with a resounding, yes, you matter, you're making a difference, and we will help. And now I want to spend a little time with you on the Mother Line. The Mother Line is a dance collective. What does dance, women's empowerment, and environmental stewardship have in common? Spend a little time with these mamas and you will forever understand. And Gina is going to try to bring up this video for us. We're going to see how it goes. It's very short. If the sound doesn't come, I'll read you the words. If you want to leave
a better world,
something for your
not
children,
heaps of money.
leave a better world.
Because at the rate
not
our ancestors
heaps of
screwed up
money.
this world,
Because
and
at the rate our ancestors have screwed up this world, and at the rate we are sustaining their
soon
stupidity,
all the money in the world will not be
limitless
enough to
productivity,
save our children.
soon all the money in the world will not be enough to save our children.
Only when the last tree has died, and the last river has been poisoned, and the last fish has been caught, will we realize
fish has been caught.
we cannot
We
eat
realize
money.
we cannot eat money. What the Mother Line, yeah, thank you. What the Mother Line is doing with their grant is for sound equipment for dance performances, but in their interpretation of caring for mothers, they work to care for our mother by picking up the garbage. No. They are picking up all of it. Do you hear how much? All of it. This is what's in the trash they recently faced. And that is what they are done. Next.
Fetch the water.
Yeah.
Will it be your great granddaughter? My darling will fetch
That
the
takes
water.
That takes money. That takes the
What will
partnership.
be its course? From the source, how will it find us? My darling, what'll be the course?
That big gap that takes
Who will call the rain? Feel it fall into our skin. From a welling deep within, who'll call the rain?
Yeah.
Who will strike the drum? When a thundering heartbeat needs it, when the feet gotta break down, we'll beat the ground.
This grant's possible. The $20 check for $1 million estate. Yeah. Together, build this power. When Rena Wagner, Jack Brownell, and Lorraine Livesay left their estate gifts, they could not have chosen to fund a group like the Mother Line, or like Kalmiopsis Community Arts High School, or like Joe Vita, where volunteers prepare tax returns because they did not exist yet. A legacy gift of four-way is about improving our shared future through trust in the stewards of that future. That the newest four-way board will listen and learn and go to the woods and look and care and thus know whom to fund to make the best change now. So can you pick up one piece of trash on your walk today? Can you give $1 to our shared prosperity? Can you fill one garbage bag? Can you contribute an annual donation? Can you fill a pickup truck? Can you give How about cleaning up over 200 tons of trash on public lands with no sign of letting up yet? And then dancing about it. Yeah. Can you leave an endowed legacy of support for long into our future? Four-way funds and empowers people like this. Imagine if every single one of us contributed to that future. Please join us. Yes.
Okay, may I ask more than one?
Yes, please.
Okay, is that one of the givings that Four-Way did?
Yes, it's on the list.
It's on the list, I couldn't
Yeah.
find it, okay, so what happens to all the trash that's all collected?
Southern Oregon Sanitation is helping, they're at least have given them a significant discount, and then that is going to transfer stations. And then they also had a grant from the BLM that got shut down when our current administration made some different choices about grants. And Four-Way was able to get the Motherline and the BLM connected to Senator Merkley's office, and we got them their money back.
Yay, okay.
We have other questions. So specifically, I'm just gonna ask, if you do want people to give, how do they find a foundation to do that?
You can go to fourwaycommunityfoundation.org. And
Okay,
you can get through there. You can speak to me. You can have
Yeah.
a confidential conversation about your charitable goals for our community. And there's many, many different ways that we can set that up. Greg Fishwick currently serves on our board. Yeah. And Dawn Welch is an emeritus board member, and she would be happy to help you if you have questions also. Debbie Brownell has served on our board. Who am I missing? If you've served on the Four-Way board, get a hand up. Oh, there's Margaret. I didn't see you over there. Yeah. So any of us can answer questions for you, and then I can have a confidential conversation with you, meet with your estate attorney, meet with your financial advisor, help you use any number of the tax advantage tools that we have available for you so that you can make a gift back to the future of our community.
okay, and how often do you give out your grants, on an annual basis, or how does that work?
These grants are annual. The folks who hold donor advised funds can make a grant anytime they want to. Really, they can just call me up and say, hey, I really want to give $10,000 to the food bank because they're struggling right now with the cuts to food stamps, and then we can do that.
Great. Question?
I don't really have a question, but I have another way. Those of us that are retired, which I am, and over a certain age, have to get rid of what's called an RMD, or you get taxed on it. Thank you, Bela. And so, the RMD for me goes to her organization, and that's another way that we could do it. Required minimum distribution, and you pay into it while you're working, and you don't even notice it.
Thank you. And also you can name Four-Way, and by naming Four-Way, I mean naming your community as the recipient, as a beneficiary of, let's say you have a life insurance policy with a long-term care benefit, and then you haven't used all that up, you can name Four-Way as the beneficiary. You can name us as a beneficiary of a retirement account, as a portion of a beneficiary of a invested portfolio. And for any of these things, you can decide, how much, or I want to leave 5% back to the community that patronized my business and made me what I am because I have kids and I don't want to leave that much, or, I want to leave 50%. You can do any of those things, and it can also be set up as a residual. So it's like, okay, so a great example is Louis Schultz, attorney Louis Schultz, for whom our award is named. He had a passion project in Grants Pass High School summer basketball, but he also had a wife who survived him, grandkids to go to college, other people that he wanted to spend his money on. So he left a provision in his will so that after all those things were taken care of, if there was anything left, then it would come to four-way. So a significant gift was in fact left, and he felt that Grants Pass High School summer basketball programs were formative to the sterling character of his daughters. And he wanted to give that to more kids. So we have a gift that every year gives money to that program, but we also have John Higgins on the budget committee, making sure that no one's zeroing out that budget because they're gonna get this check, right? This is supplemental. So we do that kind of eagle-eyed stewardship as if Louis were right here, looking out for it himself. And every year they need to give us a report. How many extra clinics happened? How many kids got to go to basketball camp? How many pairs of sneakers did you buy for people who couldn't afford it? We're looking over that gift the same way Louis would. And we do that for every gift entrusted to us because we know this community. We know our donors, and it is our absolute honor to do that.
I suppose we could look at this as another plug, but as you can hear from what Kate is saying, it is a very local way of making a difference in our community. And as board members, it is going out for site visits. So we actually meet one-on-one with each of the applicants and then talk about how that's all going to work for them. So it's pretty fantastic and it keeps growing. Thanks, Kate.
Yes, thank you very much, because we know this community needs all that we can have, because we have a lot of needy people. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, you bet. Thank you, please. And with that, I'll turn it over to our Sergeant of Arms, Jen. She's our Sergeant of Arms today. Thank you. I've really Lutz's presentation in the last couple of weeks talking about glimmers versus triggers has really been something that stuck with me in a very excellent way. And so I wanted to kind of carry that forward a little bit. Even listening to the boats going by just made me smile more, being able to share that story with you all. It's really for me about finding those little things in life that, I guess you could say, just make it worth living. And sometimes they are really tiny. And just taking time to celebrate those moments and find joy in it is a great thing. So I've posted quite a bit of good poetry lately on my Facebook page, and some of you have seen that. And Judy made a comment on one of the poems that I posted, and it was such a sweet thing that she said. She says, "Jenny, you were just so easy to love," or something like that. And that made me feel very good about myself. And I think sometimes when we take the moments to say things that pop into our heads, it really does make that kind of a big difference in someone's life. So I'm going to share that poem with you that made her say that. It's called The Encounter by A. Harris. I saw a kitty on the street, a lovely thing to see. I pushed him over, and he came to talk to me. I reached my hand out slowly and scratched him on his head. He flopped down on the dusty ground. Purr, 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 he said. And with one little meeting for that briefest point in time, peace and love filled the world and everything was fine. Upon reading this poem, I immediately declared it my new favorite poem. And I shared it with Mark, and I shared it with all of you that got to see it. And it did. I loved the sentiment behind it, because we have to find those moments when everything is fine. It makes all the other things balance out. So I'd like to hear some of your stories, whether they be wonderful things that have happened to you or poetry that you love. Please share your stories and your happy bucks. We do have the QR codes out there, and Gina's running the mic, and so am I.
Okay, I'm gonna use the QR code and, mine are not happy bucks and they're not sad bucks, they're grateful bucks. And so I have two grateful buck stories. The first one is about Bela's mother-in-law, Julie's mama. Kathy Eastwood was a teacher in the same building with me, and we taught together for many years and love her. She had one of the best senses of humor ever. And if I may, there was the day, you understand, I'm a music teacher, and so there's always activity going on in my room. But no, in comes Kathy with a second grade class with a boombox on her shoulder. And they're singing and they're dressed up as the Grapes for the I Heard It Through the Grapevine song. And they're cycling through my room where all these little kids are with their faces like, what the, all of them, and laughing. And then she's gone with them. Not a word, just the song and them doing that. That's Kathy. That's your mama. Yeah. $5 for that gratitude. And the other one is for my brother Mike. And he's my oldest brother. And he has been through 3 heart surgeries, and one of them was this week. And we were very worried about him surviving it. And he did. And he's gonna be fine. So I'll be using this QR code. Who's next?
I have another Kathy Eastwood story, because and she had my kids, she had all my kids, and they would change rooms. She loved to do things like suddenly you walk into your room and her classroom would be in another classroom. I mean, she would just do stuff like that all the time. And both of my children absolutely loved Kathy Eastwood because she could always make you laugh. So she was truly a treasure. So that I had to add on to that because Kathy is a wonderful person. I also wanted to add a couple things. Your story and your poem made me think of a cat story, which was so sweet. Years and years and years ago, I had a male cat who was always gone. Unfortunately, I think he ended up getting heartworm or something. He came home and he died in my bed, and it was tragic. But he was out all the time at night. I never knew who he was until one night, this lone cat walked all the way back and sniffed and followed him all the way back to my bedroom door. And I woke up in the morning and he'd been sleeping and sitting right outside the room waiting for Billy. And I had something similar happen last week. My grandpuppy, was gone for 2 weeks, and the local cat did the same thing, sniffed Herbie up. Where'd that boy go? Where'd that boy go? And I woke up once again in the middle of the night, and there was this cat just sitting there staring at me going, where's my bun? So it just made me think of that. So there, I'll throw some happy bucks on the table for that. And I get to see my grandchildren this evening.
Well, Bob and I just got back from a fabulous trip to Yellowstone. We have been a couple times before, but just like for a day or so. And this was a whole week, and I just love nature and animals, and we just saw thousands of animals, and including little red dogs. I didn't know that that's what the calves of the bison were called before, and was the prime season for them being born, and it was just a wonderful time. So I'm grateful.
I don't have anything specific, but I wanted to try the QR code too. Actually, I do have some happy bucks for Jim Lefebvre. For those of you who haven't read his report online yet about all the things that we've done, I thought it was incredibly well put together, Jim, and really gave a great sense of who we are.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing, Jim. Appreciate that. It was very well done. Happy bucks for Suzanne. It has been wonderful having you here, and you remind us of why we do foreign exchange students. So thank you. And then to Kate, really appreciate how easy it is to ask you for money, and how much, but how much time, effort doesn't have to spend chasing money, but actually going out and doing things. And that really is helpful. Thank you.
I've got some happy bucks here because I've got a loaf of bread rising in the oven. But I've got a happy buck question. Does anybody here have a sourdough starter I've decided I'm gonna start using sourdough. It's going, but I want some old sourdough.
I have one from my sixth grade middle school teacher that he mailed me during COVID, Mr. Cunningham. So I'll whip one up for you. You'll get them coming from everywhere.
So I'm echoing Doug's happy bucks. And Suzanne has been such a blessing to us this year. We've had so much fun. And we were somewhere with a group of people, and one of my friends said to her, "What's it like living with old people?" So she came up with a lovely little sentiment that was good, but I've thought about that a few times, but we've had a wonderful time. Yeah, we are. And grandparents spoil them.
My glimmer is seeing Suzanne cry now for happy reasons other than sad reasons.
I wish I was there when you were doing your Pledge of Allegiance and it was playing over the intercom, because that sounds hilarious. I would say, Julia, I'm sorry about your loss. We are all. Oh, I thought she had. Sorry, I misunderstood that. But my secret is. Yeah, I was gonna say we're all 50% our parents, you know, and when mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And when my glimmer was putting a warm towel or just a regular towel around me after the shower yesterday, because it reminded me of when I was a little kid by the pool, and Al would always just comfort me somehow.
Oh, I have a happy buck for this club. This club is a Glimmer Club. All the things we've done, from exchange students to our kids coming to our clubs and becoming members, and building homes for the homeless, and all the things that we've done. And this club is a Glimmer Club.
I have happy $5 because I owe it to the club for my shameful announcement. But I also want to thank Jim for that wonderful report on what we do through our giving. And I want to thank the community that we have an organization like the Four-Way Foundation. It truly is the community's foundation. And I also want to give thanks to Suzanne and her family. They came up to visit Enchanted Forest when they were visiting from France, and the whole family is that delightful.
So I have two things to be grateful for. First of all, mom's alive. She's had some health challenges the last couple of weeks. She's going to have to work hard, but she's going to be okay. And so I think sometimes all of us go through these moments in your life that you don't expect, and then all of a sudden are very challenging. And through that, you're grateful for the people that you have. You're grateful for the cat who will sit on you and purr. You're grateful to sit in your garden in quiet, right? So it just makes all of those things so much sweeter. And so I so much appreciate that. And thank you for all the kind thoughts that I know are bolstering her in her health. So I'm grateful for that. And then I'm sad that Nathan had to leave early because I was going to shamelessly recruit him. So as you know, I'm kind of a stranger to this group. It's about a couple times a year that I can escape from RCC and come, and I really enjoy it. So I'm excited to say that I'm working with students at RCC as a faculty advisor, and we're starting our Rotaract Club next year. So if you can't go to the meetings, bring the meetings to you.
Okay, two quick ones. I was an exchange student in high school.
And thank you for reminding me about the really wonderful memories, the good ones, the sad ones, the stuff you will not tell your parents about for 40 more years. And thank you to our second guest. This club has introduced me to more truly phenomenal organizations in our town. I've been here since the early 70s, moved away for a long time, but there's more happening in Grants Pass than I had any clue about. And it's this Rotary group that has introduced me to all of those amazing organizations. Thank you for all you do.
We'll say we're living up to our do-gooder name very well. I love this club so much, and I'm so grateful for each of you. I'm gonna close out with one more thing before I hand it over to Val. It's a kitty poem. And the cards. So much of the good in life depends on how we look at what is already present. A kitten can spend 20 minutes with a sunbeam on the floor, a shadow on the wall, even the sound of a plastic bag. One way to find joy is to meet what is there and realize that sometimes it is enough. Thank you. I do have the winning card. It is a 9 of hearts. So if you have the 9 of hearts, I have a glimmer. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, makes me happy. So that gives me. There we go. The energy was there. So, all right. So I have a couple of things to say for close. I have 2 of them. One of them is about giving. At the end, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about who you've lifted up, who you've made better. It's about what you've given back. And that's Denzel Washington. And because it is Memorial Day weekend, I thought this was a good one. A hero is someone who understands the responsibility that comes with freedom. And with that, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I will be enjoying mine with my grandchildren and my children. So have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Thursday, or the board members next Wednesday. Yeah.